Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big drama going on today where a PlayStation 5 massive exclusive might be in a little bit of trouble. We also have like a lot of PlayStation basically trying to go and cover and hide their tracks. We also have some big updates too as well for some big drama where apparently Xbox is actually getting some of their own updates where PlayStation's actually been getting excluded, and as well some very, very cool stuff when it comes to Gran Turismo, both good and bad. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about throughout this video, and always, as always, you guys do enjoy the drama, so we gotta go talk about that drama. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on if you guys enjoy. We'll leave a like if you guys want to, and of course your thoughts and comments down below. We've also been doing a little bit of a promotion going on over here, hashtag ad for the brand new MetaQuest 3 that's linked down below in the description and comment section if you guys want to go check that on out, and of course follow the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. Let's dive into some crazy drama. So as you guys probably know, if you guys watch my channel or just exist, PlayStation exists. The console itself is cool, and they do sometimes have their own exclusive games. But part two of this is actually on the fact of there's a big popular Star Wars game, which once again, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, that's actually been having a lot of drama as of today. Now, some folks are assuming it's mainly due to like the music licensing issues, but either way, there's been some big drama where some of the game has been scrubbed off the literal internet. Now, for some odd reason, my YouTube name is still scrubbing based on my Twitch name, but at the same time, I'm not trying to make a joke. It's actually been removed. Tweets, promotions, YouTube videos, everything else in between have now been fully gonzo as of right now. Now, they have issued an official statement discussing this and talking about this, but this is like one of those big mistakes that I don't think that really should happen too often. So let's go dive into the deep news. So the PlayStation 5's Knight of the Old Republic remake is actually being like kind of flown around. People are excited for it. We saw the trailers itself already. Is now being completely wiped from the internet. Now, we saw some posts on Reddit about this. We saw tweets about it. And the initial kind of big drama phase was that people were clamoring that the game might be canceled. Now, it's not confirmed that it's not as of this second, because, you know, we always had this corporate world where you could be like, yeah, everything's all fine, everything's all fine, everything's all fine. And then there's no tweet, no Facebook mentions, no like Instagram post, no trailer for another 5 years. And then they just hope the internet forgets. That does happen. Or sometimes like it's like just trying to go and save face for stockholders until they have a proper announcement. Either way, I don't think this is going towards that based on their official statements. But a lot of folks obviously thought the worst. Like you never, like this is kind of very abnormality when it comes to very big IPs such as PlayStation or even like Star Wars. You don't usually have issues like this. It does happen. Don't want to say it doesn't, but it does happen. So as the Knights of the Old Republic remake has been wiped from the internet, and Sony has been saying it's been due to music licensing, but that doesn't stop folks from, well, being curious. So the first, we'll start off the initial, you guys can see the update in a second. So basically, Embracers embattled Knights of the Old Republic remake, which was scheduled to be released as a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. And I think that's why some folks are even more kind of hyper-focused and or scared about it, because when it comes to them, they want these exclusive games. They want to make sure they get them. That's why you get a PlayStation. So if you lose all these exclusive games, well, you have less of a reason to get your console. And also, just sometimes you want to play, like Star Wars, whatever. So it looks like it's fallen on even harder times. That's a surprising statement in itself, considering the project has been hurdling brick walls since it was revealed. You may recall that the title's original developer, Aspyr Media, was also removed from the release, with production duties handed to an unnamed arm of Saber Interactive. So this game has already had drama with it too. That's why some folks are assuming, even if there is like normal stuff, which is fine, and we should probably trust them at face value. I mean, I will at the end of the day. Like, I hope you guys are too as well from the video. But it's like very skeptical to go and see this. So because basically they're seen over here right now. Embracers had a lot of issues. They've had layoffs, they've lost a lot of money, they've had to do restructuring, like it's bad. And same thing too as well if the initial game developers had to be removed and recycled, although it is a Knights of the Old Republic, which is probably going to be a guaranteed seller either way. So like you want this IP to be worthwhile and good. You also don't want it to suck, so you don't want to have to be like faltered, like you ruin the IP, like the actual like nostalgia people have. So the acquisition happy Embracer has since fallen upon hard times, of course, and has shuttered Saints Row maker Volition as a consequence. So now it looks like Sony has gradually been removing any reference now to the Knights of the Old Republic remake from YouTube and its social media accounts. So once again, this is not confirmed that it's going to be falling to hard times, but just based on the prior information, we're a little bit skeptical. So basically from YouTube, social media such as Twitter, etc., and it's looking like to basically just be a little bit scrubbed off the internet. The worrying thing here is though, they're saying that the Japanese giant was due to publish this game, so if it's gone and lose all the promotion, all the passive views, etc., it's not that good. So it has not been officially canceled right now by Embracer. Like I said, it's more focused on audio issues, but even then, that's a little bit skeptical. But anyway, so their update, Sony did go and officially respond to this. saying that the reason why these trailers were removed was from its YouTube and social media was due to the music licensing expiring. So basically, they just didn't have the legal rights to either monetize or even have these used and associated with their trailers. If it's a big game especially, you got to pay the money for it. I thought it was really weird to see the music licensing expiring because I don't think it's been that long since they've had it. Unless it's like maybe like a general like 10-year deal that just randomly ended. I'm not sure, but either way, it seems weird. And then IGN, the organization, said, as part of a normal business, we delist assets with licensed music when the license expire, which makes sense. But the game's also not out, so you'd assume at the very initial start, they would have actually planned ahead, been like, yeah, we'll have the trailer up for 3, 4 years, 10 years, or just at least maybe buy specific licensing rights just for that video or game, which you also can do depending on the key deals and contracts. So let's say while the discourse around this project remains pretty negative overall, there's still some hope it may see the light of day after all. So basically, a lot of folks were worried about it. And per typical for internet fashion, there's like a big few hour window where a lot of folks are like, hey, what's going on here? What's the vibe here? Why is it getting removed? This game's probably gone. So especially with Embracer. As you guys have heard, Embracer has lost a lot of investment money and as well as also having to lay off and kind of get rid of games. Like Saints Row is gone. And that's a pretty big IP too. Like I'm sure a lot of folks know Saints Row from throughout the years of being a gamer. So a lot of folks are worried. A lot of folks are concerned. A lot of folks aren't really sure if this game's going to be dead or not, but it's intriguing to see nonetheless. Now for a little bit more extra drama, Cuphead, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about too as well, apparently actually got an Xbox exclusive update. So the basically Cuphead got an exclusive anniversary 100% update where they're spilling the tea over here and they're rocking the stuff on out. So we don't usually see individual console updates like almost ever. Like this is a very unique thing, at least in my mind. I'm sure it does on occasion, or maybe like for smaller indie games, maybe I could see that. But yeah, when it comes to the Cuphead receives Xbox exclusive anniversary updates, as they're over there spilling the tea. So, an Xbox exclusive update for Cuphead is now available to celebrate the game's 6th birthday. The update includes a new bonus menu of artwork, music, and behind-the-scenes video showing never-before-seen concepts and unused art, as well as the Cuphead soundtrack. So basically, like, this is the PlayStation being completely zooted out. And it's crazy because we don't usually see updates for games that have already been out, like people have already bought, like think on like Steam or PC or PS5 or Switch, only for individuals. Like, I mean, sometimes they don't do it simultaneously. Like sometimes we'll be like, hey, we'll get the Switch update later because, well, it's whatever, they're fine. The Switch users will mega lol, like it's okay. But most of the time we don't see like individuals. Like Xbox and PS5 are usually launched in tandem or worked on in tandem. But as you guys have even seen for Baldur's Gate, sometimes just release windows and timestamps and everything else do kind of change up over time. So we can't blame them too much. So say the original sketches, concept art, process footage, or painting or model work, unused music tracks, orchestra session footage, you name it. Studio director as well is on Xbox talking about how they want to have these big updates, which is intriguing to go and see. It's like the 6th-year anniversary, so it's just a nice bonus. And Cuphead was a good game when it came out. Knowing that we want to give our thanks to the Xbox community that has shown us love from day one, we really thought about the kind of things we would want to see as fans of Cuphead. The goal is to make this update feel like a real peek behind the scenes of what went into bringing the game to life. So it's not the biggest, craziest update overall. Like, it's not like they're huge major changes or DLCs, but it's intriguing to see that even happen. A few of these made their way into the photo gallery for all like the cool things they've been working on, and Cuphead was first announced in 2013, the same year at the Xbox Indie Game Program began. The game was eventually released in 2017 on Xbox and PC before reaching Switch in the 2019 and PlayStation in 2020. So it also came out before on both of those consoles as well. I played on PC when it came out. It's not a stretch to say that without the Xbox program, Cuphead would not be the game it is or had the success it has had. It is no exaggeration to say that we couldn't possibly have envisioned Cuphead reaching as many people as it did when it launched Xbox 6 years ago. This is a very wholesome statement. I love seeing this at the end of the day. Basically just giving homage to the people who helped him start on out, and the Cuphead game was a very good game. They've had DLCs. I enjoyed it. If you guys want to creep on it, I'd actually highly recommend it. And then also Gran Turismo Boys, sadly, is also ending their online service. We still have the normal GT, like the Gran Turismo, the other big game on PS5, but if you guys are curious in the sport one, it is now going away. So a little bit more sadder PlayStation news floating around, because I like the idea of more games online, but of course sometimes it's costly or people don't play it or it's just not worth it. But at the end of the day, the normal Gran Turismo is still, well, there. And at the same time too, we also have been seeing really good vibes on the Gran Turismo movie. We talked about this on a separate video where it actually was making over $100 million and is currently in profit. So it's very nice to go and see for the Sony and PlayStation vibe that they're actually making money on their separate IPs and expanding out their business and doing even more. So a bit of a fun little nifty video. I'm sure you guys always like the drama. I am kind of like the drama myself. And of course, you guys want to go check out the Best Buy MetaQuest promotion, hashtag ad, and go pick one on up or get your pre-order going with special Best Buy bonuses linked down below in the comment section and description. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to watch and hang out and chill over there. And of course, we also have the Amazon links and all that other good stuff as well.